Jackson using the screen and was blocked inside by Moses Brown.
And that's the big challenge for him, to continue to stay aggressive.
Josh Hall fadeaway in his first career start. Luke Kennard, that's what he can do, step out behind the three-point line.
And early in the month here, he had 6 threes made, as Josh Hall says, whatever you do, I can do it too.
Poku fires it back out to the perimeter as Hall unloads a three.
Absolutely. And he just stood there flat-footed, as you pointed out. And just, you know, he got a block flat-footed. Now, we know he can do what we're seeing, but tonight, it just seems like he's got some extra gunpowder in it.
Coming over from Real Madrid, playing in his 10th game, as Josh Hall in his 21st. What a great chance as a young player to be in this Thunder organization and getting the plan to improve.
But what you really like is that this year, unlike any other year, players have been able to get extended minutes at this point in the season. It was part of the plan to develop these guys and give them the opportunity. You can't really practice that much. All my church league guys watch the Thunder. They're all big Thunder fans. And that move right there, I can do. I mean, probably not as good as.
When we want a little more information on a guy, or we want to, you know, just kind of see what he's got in his game, always go to YouTube. There's almost something about somebody on there just doing what we all do.
Yeah.
He's got away with a walk. This is Gabriel Deck down the baseline, walled off by Farrell. Hall soaring down the lane, taps it up and in on the follow. He's got away with a walk. This is Gabriel Deck down the baseline, walled off by Farrell. Hall soaring down the lane, taps it up and in on the follow.
You know,
for 25 years here with the Clippers.
Well, yeah.
And now it's a completely different school.
Completely different.
They want to get it inside to a Turu. Spins, but Brown came over to block another shot.
That's perfect weak side help. Always willing to help out your teammates, as Josh Hall goes coast to coast like butter and toast.
Has the ball in his hands again.
Yeah.
And if that goes in, would have been a really nice move on Beverly. Stopping, popping, pulling up.
A little bit of a tweaking this year from last year, as everybody has some kind of what I would call interest in winning. A little bit of a tweaking this year from last year, as everybody has some kind of what I would call interest in winning.
Talk about the differences in defenses. The Clippers are a very good defense over the course of the season, as is Utah, who is the opponent in the last game as Hall spins his way into that bank shot. Utah much better on the interior, clearly because of the presence of Gobert, but the Clippers are much better out on the perimeter. The hands part of the basketball, that's got to be a clean block.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of like the rule of thumb. And, you know, good adjudication by the officials on the replay to make that correction.
So Mark Daigneault's going to go into the offseason with a successful challenge, being his last challenge.
Oh, here's Pokuševski, picked up by Kennard.
I got a funny story with that after this play.
Oh, lays it in. He has 12.
Just not like in soccer now. You know, when a guy, you know, fouls a guy in the box and they take a look at it and they don't call it, they go over to the video assistant on the sideline.
We've trusted the officials for a long time. Yes, we have. They've done a great job in all sports, but you can make it better.
Absolutely. In that painted area, Josh Hall with a layup prior to the dunk by Moses Brown, as his dunk meter against the Clippers.
Thunder basketball is brought to you by Enable Midstream Partners. Left home early to go and play at a high school away from home. The Thunder do not want to waste any of these last opportunities for evaluation, as Bradley absolutely stuffed Turu inside. Boy, Turu is having a rough night. The Thunder Do not want to waste any of these last opportunities for evaluation as Bradley absolutely stuffed Oturu inside. Boy, Oturu is having a rough night.
Scrub runs the show. Crosses over Brown, dashing down the lane. Might have been blocked by Brown, but another clever move to get to the rim. Hall ahead to Bradley for the flush. Crosses over Brown, dashing down the lane. Might have been blocked by Brown, but another clever move to get to the rim. Hall ahead to Bradley for the flush, 78-74.
Each one of these players is given a plan, or if they're new and they're getting their first action with OKC in the middle of the season, they're given a blank slate to just try to assimilate to the culture and assimilate to the system. Well, the Clippers are trying to get a little separation in this game. It just hasn't happened yet because the Thunder continue to find ways to score the basketball. Not 100%. Admitted.
I'm going to show them some love when they deserve it.
Hall is taking a bunch of shots on the night. Nobody's taken more than he has for OKC. Jalen Horde, who Mark Daigneault loves with his length and defense, put it all out there as Hall's going to get another and one. No contest. As Brown now setting those screens. Hall high off. Back iron.
Now what I want to know, will there be a summer league? Because I really hope there's going to be a summer league this summer. I always go out there with a few of the Thunder faithfuls as Josh Hall continues to tally points. And now I know we got the Olympics going on too, so a lot of basketball, but we haven't had a whole lot of basketball in the last 12 to 14 months.
Well, based off just the importance of it and how teams value the summer league.
A double-double.
You say 14, make it 15.
Okay, as fast as we can say it, it's changing. And the Clippers now are sending two guys.
For 19 from the field. He has 13 points and 11 rebounds. Hall runs over Oturu, whistle, offensive foul, doing some work on both sides of the ball.
Well, it's just not.
For 19 from the field. He has 13 points and 11 rebounds. Hall runs over Oturu, whistle, offensive foul, doing some work on both sides of the ball.
Well, it's just not.
Purchase your tickets, get here. You're seeing the ground stages of a wonderful team being developed. And
get vaccinated.
Absolutely. What do you got for us, partner?
Well, it's time for tonight's Thunder Player of the Game, brought to you by Riverwind Casino. And an easy choice with Josh Hall and his career night.